On this lesson, we're going to be working a combination of to play two simultaneous notes, one with the thumb, one with the index, and then a single note with the middle. So the right hand is going to be constantly doing thumb index together with the bass and one string, and then middle as a single note. So you can see the note values that we're going to have is on the top voice is going to be quarter note, half note, basically throughout the whole exercise. And then the bass is going to be playing a dotted half note. Be careful when you play the two strings together. Make sure that you get a very even sound. Try not to do this. You know, something that maybe later on we'll try to do a special effect and anticipation with the bass. But right now we want to get the two notes as clean and clear as possible and on time. Okay, so I'm gonna play lesson 31st for you, and it's a slow pace and it's a good exercise to keep a steady, to learn how to keep a steady rhythm throughout the whole composition. I'm going to use a metronome marking of 80 to the quarter note. Two, three. So it's a very simple exercise, but you have to have the control of keeping up the steady rhythm, steady time, and not to be able to rush. In other words, don't have the tendency to rush. You'll be able to rush, but the whole idea is to restrain yourself from rushing, just keeping up steady beat. Things that you have to keep an eye on. You can see that I have put the broken line again. That means hold the notes on the frets, on the strings, the notes that are connected with that broken line. So from the first measure to the second measure, you're going to have the D and F. We're going to repeat them on the second measure. Also, from measure number 5 to 6, you're going to hold actually A, F, and C. You're playing A and F together, and then C. So basically, you're going to end up with an F major chord position. That's what it is. Even though we're starting only with 2 fingers, but if you let them continue the sound and linger on, the harmony is going to reinforce. It's going to give you a better, fuller sound on the piece, on those 2 measures. Also, next 2 measures, you got E, which is a common note for measures 7 and 8. And from then on, if you notice, actually, measure 1 and 2 are the same. We're repeating. 3 and 4, same. 5 and 6 are the same. 7 and 8 are the same. We're just repeating. But starting on the 9th measure, every measure we're changing. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We're just going up and down using the same combinations, intervals, and harmony that we used at the beginning on the first few measures. But what we're doing is just using one at a time, one measure per change. So careful about that. Make sure that the dotted half note on the bass, you don't release that note. Let the chord ring on. And make sure also that you're always using thumb index for the 2 notes that we plug together. Okay? That would be thumb index and then middle, the single note, all the way from measure 1 to the 16. On measure 17, 18, 19, and 20, we're going to reverse the order. Now you're going to do thumb middle, and then the single note is going to be index. Again. Notice also that the last 4 measures, you have to repeat them. There is a repeat sign. Okay, so work it very slowly. I think it's a good exercise. It gives you control to plug 2 notes at the same time and do the single note and hold fingers without having to release each one of them. For those of you that don't read the notation, the music notation, obviously you have the tablature there on all the lessons that we're doing, and try to follow some of the information that you get on the notation, like the broken line means hold fingers, don't move them, don't lift them that quickly. And also the combination of index and middle finger, or thumb in this case, thumb, index, and middle. It's very easy to just follow. It's vertical information. You're on the tablature, you just look up onto the music notation, and you're going to have the right and left hand fingers, the combination information. Okay? Again, good luck with this piece.